I have a super quick little core routine for you. It's a fun one, it's a tough one. All you need is yourself and a mat, perfect to do anytime throughout the day, or you can tack it on to another workout or run session. It'll just really work on the front of the core, the sides, and let's get going. So we'll start off onto our backs. We'll just start off with a little bit of a rotation. The arms come wide, the knees float to 90 degrees, flattening out through that lower back, and then from here start to take the knees all the way across towards the left, look to the right. And then take your knees all the way across to the right, look to the left. We're just gonna prime up the lower back and just get a little bit of deep abdominal here, firing up for the rest of the session. So as you're doing this, just make sure you keep your knees together, your ankles together tight, and we'll just go for one more each way, just a quick little stretch before we start. So finishing that last one to your second side, and we'll come back to 90 degrees. Take your hands behind your head. Those elbows will cinch all the way in towards your knees and hold the elbows touching the knees. From here, we open the right elbow, the right leg, and we close all the way back to the knees. And then left side. You want to make sure as you come back, that elbow remains in contact with the knee. And we're starting to get a little bit of a twist through that upper spine. Eye gaze following the elbow that's opening. And then that pressure with the elbow onto the knee to really get those lower, deep abdominals switched on. Breathing pattern here while we're working through. Exhale to open, inhale to close. Exhale to open, inhale to close. We'll go two more each way. See if you can curl your shoulders right up off the mat and get your knees nice and close in. That really tight little ball. You've got one more each way. Last one here. Elbows come back to the knees. From here, we open the knees, the elbows come wide. We tap the heels down. We curl all the way up, elbows to knees. Inhale, we lower, elbows tap. Exhale, we lift. From here, we're adding a little bit more of an advancement. The legs extend as you open the elbows. And then we bend all the way back. So that longer lever, a little bit more work for the core. So keep that breath firing up. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you unravel, elbows tap wide. You have four more here. And three, just making sure your lower back isn't starting to lift as you lower the legs. Last two. And very last one. Finishing that last one, bring your knees back to 90 degrees. From here, reach your hands past your knees, palms facing down, shoulders lifted. 15 seconds of little Pilates 100. So just inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Advancement for this position is the dish pose. That lower back's nice and flat. The arms just pulsing up and down, shoulders relaxed. And you're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your knees into your chest. Quick little squeeze and shimmy side to side. Front of the core is switched on. Let's get into those obliques. So come onto your right side elbow. You have two options for your side plank. Feet stacked into a full side plank, or you're very welcome to keep that bottom knee down. From here, we push up into our side plank. Left arm reaching all the way up. Shoulders down away from those ears, tighten the knees. From here, we lower the hand to tap the hip, and we lift the hand as we lift the hip. So we're really working on the side of the core, from your shoulder down to your hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale as you lift. So it's quite a subtle movement of that pelvis, just a really gentle side lower, but a nice strong lift. Push up through the elbow and use that trajectory of the arm as you lift over, so you can really get the height underneath that right side elbow. You have four more here. And three more. Last two. Little hold coming up. In one, finishing that last rep all the way up. Static hold here. See if you can reach your palm up a little stronger. Tuck your tailbone and push up through that right side rib for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let those hips come down. Swivel straight on over into a full front plank. Tuck your toes under. Lift up those knees, tighten your glutes, push up between your shoulder blades, eye gaze to the top of your mat. Fun little flow here. We're gonna pike the hips high, look towards those knees. We come back into your plank pause. Push those bottoms back to the heels, we come into a tuck. From here we go into a knee tap. So 3 moves, cycling through. 1 pike, straight knee lift. 1 knee tuck, get the hips low. 1 slow knee tap down to the mat, keeping those hips relatively level. You have 2 more rounds like this. And then we're gonna come into a round of military planks to really practice that pelvic stability. You've got a nice strong lift, so you get a bit of mobility in your pike. You get a bit of quad and shoulder working with the core in your tuck. Nice stable hips. 1 more round here. Finishing off this last one. And from here we have a nice slow lower of your right elbow, then the left military plank, back up onto your hands. Switching sides here. We have 6 of these, so 3 each arm. Maintain that really stable pelvis, strong shoulders, stable hips. And if you're finding this really tough, it can be done on your knees, and you can also widen your feet to make it a little bit easier to keep that nice stable trunk. All right, coming up to 1 more each way. We stay down onto those forearms. Last one here, coming down onto the forearms. Hold that last plank. From here, single knee tap from right to left. So shoulders still, hips stable. You could balance something onto your lower back here, using your breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, just a gentle knee tap from right to left. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come down, bottom back to your heels. Quick little stretch and shimmy side to side. Before we even up those left side obliques. So coming onto your left side, remember you have 2 options here for your side plank. Feet stacked is harder, bottom knee down is easier. So choose your side plank option, push up and get that right arm lifted. Really push up through those ribs. And then from here, we start to lower the hips, gentle tap, lower that palm. Lift the hips and come all the way up and over. So it's all about the left side waist, from the shoulder down to the hip bones. And the breathing pattern here is an inhale as you lower. It's an exhale as you lift. And you want to tighten your quads, you want to tighten your hips, keep that tailbone tucked under as well. That way you can really just isolate that lateral plane of the core from that left shoulder down to the hip. You have 4 more and a quick little hold at the end. Last 3. Little stability test coming up in 2. Strength, endurance, finish that last 1 and then come back to midline and just hold. See if you can reach your palm right up towards the ceiling. Tighten your knees and lift up a little higher through the ribs. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those hips, roll straight onto your back. From here, the knees will come to 90 degrees, palms down by your sides. And we're gonna work into the really deep abdominals here. Knees come in towards your nose. We tuck that tailbone and lift. It's a slow roll all the way down. Once the tailbone touches, we extend those legs. We start to come a little higher, so we push through the palms, those knees lift up. And then a really slow, controlled descent, that eccentric control of the core, really important. So it doesn't matter how high you go, but the most important thing for this one is your speed, particularly on the way down. So really controlling that lower. You want to keep your ankles together, knees tight, and keep your traps down away from your ears. And the lower those heels descend, the harder the exercise. So if you want to make it slightly easier, angle the heels up slightly higher as you extend. To make it harder, angle them slightly lower. You have 3 more here. And And last 2. And very last one. Coming all the way up with a nice slow lower. A full leg extension, knees come back to 90 degrees, the hands come just behind your head, elbows wide, curl and lift to hold, flex your feet. 20 seconds of slow bicycles with those knees. So your elbows pull them wide, pedal through your feet nice and steady. You've got your shoulders lifted, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. We're going to reverse those bicycles in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. So we're riding a really slow reverse bike, literally like you're riding underwater. So slow, controlled. Lift your shoulders, tuck your chin, keep your lower back flat and your breath flowing really fluidly. And you have 9, 8, 7, last little finisher coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, knees back to 90 degrees. From here, reach your hands towards your knees, palms facing up, extend your legs. We have over and under and over and under. 20 seconds here of little flutters, shoulders lifted, palms up, collarbones open, chin nice and relaxed. Last little bit of work here, you have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Just give the knees a little squeeze in towards your chest. Little sway of those hips from side to side. Your core should have loved that one. Let me know how you go. I hope you enjoyed your session of Pilates with AB. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe and follow the link below for more exercise snacks, mobility tips and runner special sequences. Enjoy.